Time has come, so I slowly update this week's news. Let's start for the XANA global sessions for 1105. I have a lot of things to update today because we released a lot of news this week. Let me go through one by one. First one is the news for today. We just announced this morning about the one big update of the XANA builder. That one took a lot of time, but I think the result is really good. There's a lot of part has been improved a lot. That include mainly the usability has been improved a lot. How to control the controllers, easy copy and paste and other functions to control it better, shortcut keys and the toolbars, etc, etc. So that is for the UX part. Other things about the zoom, new categories and so on. All those are providing the better user experience than before. So that is the update for the controlling side. And another part for the asset side, we actually included a lot of the new assets, especially for the sky. We didn't add too much at this point, but definitely some of the few skies, which looks really good, gives a lot of good effect to your world. And the another part is the spawn assets, the Therium brush. So that is the assets part. On top of it, overall visual has been improved, especially for the colors. So I hope you can feel it. That is the major update for the XANA builder. Especially this is the most important function this time. When editing object, when you do the right click, there's gonna be another menus to control more things, like update a gizmo, camera switching icon on the upper right corner to edit the screen. I'm not really familiar with this function, but our team is saying this is the most important, so I will just tell you anyway. Please try toolbar functionality, updated gizmo, and many more. We updated in the XANA blog, so I hope you can read through and understand what has been improved. It's actually a lot of things, so the developer team did a good job, and we're continuously working on adding more tools and user experiences and more assets. Especially this time, we've been working on a lot of new features, so that is why we couldn't bring the many things which has been raised from the community to the live in this version, but I hope we can do another version update in the next 1 or 2 weeks to involve many feedbacks from you guys. So yes, please check out. And if you feel something, you have any kind of feedback, then please visit our XANA DAO and you will find a XANA builder loom or it's like a XANA land room, and there's a pinned spreadsheet, and that is gathering the ideas or feedbacks from the community to how to improve this XANA builder. Anything any kind of update requirement or new features or some bugs report are all welcome. So please find that and please feel it. So that is the XANA builder. Actually, we showed you in the Twitter, we showed you future version of XANA Builder 2.0, how it really looked like, and maybe a week or two ago. And that's gonna be the visual that we're gonna achieve in the next and the next update. So we are step by step improving the visuals. So not all at once, but you can definitely feel it, and it's gonna improve almost every 2 weeks. From now, it's already really close to the launch of the XANA new application, which can involve the user-generated world in the application to visit in the metaverse. And that is getting really close. It's a good timing to prepare for that. And we are constantly also working on running the competitions of the best XANA world builder contest every month. So yes, that is the best opportunities to compete with your teammate and DAO members to compete who's gonna have a best skill or best sense to create the most amazing world, and soon, very soon, everyone can start visiting there. So now is the best time to do that. Please join the competitions. It's gonna be so much more a vast and amazing and attractive in the very near future. Why don't we just try it for now and enjoy the improvement, and let's improve our skills to meet the much more robust metaverse experiences. So that is a XANA builder. I'm so excited to see you guys creating another fantastic world. I always love to watch that every time. And the next part, let me talk about what happened in the last week. We actually started a staking cycle for, our XANA Metaverse native token, XETA token, is having a very robust staking program almost every month. And now it's been almost like a full month, and now is the fourth cycle. We are keep updating the rewards in each cycle. And this cycle, I think we have the largest rewards ever. We have 9 rewards in total. And the first one is XANA Land NFT, which is a common NFT. Next one is XANA Genesis NFT. Those both NFTs are showing a great performance in the market and the price performance as well. So that is almost the best reward you can earn from this staking. And another one is the XANA Genesis voice plugin. This is in the test phase. We are seeing a lot of improvement in the development. Let's see, near future. I think we're trying our best to deliver this voice plugin in this Q4. I think that's doable. Yes, we will deliver some kind of demos as soon as we make some good quality one. And the another one is the XANA Genesis animation plugin. This one, we are also trying so hard to improve the quality. Actually, technically, it is already done, but let's say I'm the creator, right? And I cannot compromise about the quality. And this is a little bit slightly still off from my quality standard. So that is why we keep working on and improving it. And let's see, in the next few weeks, we're gonna have an update about this one. But you can already earn these rewards from the current cycle and already the one from the past cycle, cycle 3. Some of you guys are already earning this kind of plugin. So you can just start owning it. And whenever we're ready for the development, then you can just convert it to the plugins. So it is still okay to obtain these rewards even before its development done. That is the animation plugin. And another one is Astroboy Japan NFT Dual Card. The series will be announced very soon. I think somewhere in the next week, because we're gonna start our growth campaign that we're gonna discuss a little bit later. So in this growth campaign, we're gonna announce the next series of NFT Dual Astroboy. So you can get this card from this staking. Another one is the Crypto Ninja NFT Dual Card whitelist. This one is a very exciting thing. I'm very excited and I'm so confident about this NFT series because the Crypto Ninja family, they are almost the largest NFT collection in Japan, and we've been working on this collaboration and designing the cards for the NFT duel for past couple of months, and now it is done, and that looks super cool. I love it. This one also, within next our growth campaign, we're gonna start announcing the exact release date and how it look like, what's the functions and whitelist rules and so on. So this coming really soon, and you can obtain this whitelist from this XETA token staking. So that is another great utility for XETA token. And another thing is that also another whitelist is for this Astroboy NFTs for the NFT duel. You can actually get the actual NFT itself, and you can also get the whitelist for that. And the next one is the rare avatar wearable NFTs. Yes. So we are constantly working on the XANA branded shoes, and now we have actually more than 100 shoes. We haven't revealed that yet. I think actually we revealed some of them in I think a month or 2 ago, how it looked like, the XANA original blend shoes. And after that, we're constantly working on the new design and so on. So I think it is a time to show you guys more shoes. It's really actually cool, super futuristic, and it really matched with the XANA style. So I think it's a good time to show you guys a little bit more sneak peeks. The last thing is in-app currency. In-app currency is actually the token that you can purchase like a Web2 payment system, which is like an in-app purchase, and also to buy the credit card. And you can also still purchase from the crypto, and you can use it freely in the applications. Because sometimes for the big asset, of course, the Web3 experience is recommended because it is actual asset, and you really should have your own ownership for that NFTs. For example, it's a rare avatar or rare avatar wearables or the general land, general world, and etc. But for the small thing, like the small avatar parts or like some builder assets, some part doesn't really have to be like a Web3 thing because it's just like a super simple thing, and it is even easier for the Web2 payment. So that is why we are providing this in-app currency. And we're gonna show you the details like very soon. As soon as we launch the XANA mainnet, we're gonna reveal this, how those entire ecosystem works and what kind of use case or the purpose the in-app currency has, and what is the technical securities and the connection between the main Web3 payment ecosystem with this Web2 ecosystem. We're gonna show you a lot of details how it really works after the deployment of XANA Chain mainnet. So this is actually the XETA token cycle for staking reward for the current cycle, which has been started in the November 1st. So it is still very early phase. You can even start now to get the ticket because it is really depend on your luck. Of course, more ticket gives you more opportunities to get the rewards. But we saw some of the lucky users who has very small amount of ticket, but they got like a XANA Land or XANA Genesis, and they're so happy. Who knows? Like it is really adorable and attractive rewards gains for what you already owning, which is a XETA token. So like if you already have a XETA token, why not join? It's just totally free process, and this is just a plus opportunities for you to earn something from it. Please join it, and let's see who's gonna win the big reward this time. Actually, I have another questions from the users since last week. So like during the last week, we executed the token burn. Some of the users asking like which exchange we burned the token. I talk internally and with also the exchanges, but we're gonna having this kind of burning event constantly, regularly, every time we launch the big NFTs. And we don't wanna kinda specify the exact exchanges that we're gonna do the buyback operation because we are dealing with all of our partner exchanges kind of equally. That is the one reason. So like I want to communicate with everyone equally. And the second reason is if we just, point out specific exchange to do the buyback, and there will be a lot of bots coming in to, they manipulate the prices and so on. So we don't want that to be happening. We don't want this buyback process to become just a profitable event for some specific users who is operating the bot. So that is why we are making it big, but we do have all of the histories. We publish the Explorer address of the token burn TXID. So that is visible for everyone. But just central exchange buying back history, this is something that like we are not like revealing on purpose because of the these kind of reasons. We want to be just fair for all of the exchanges and for the bot proof. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing this for every maybe every quarter for sure. Usually I have a big NFT launch in every quarter. Let's see when is the next time. And every time we do this, we're gonna see the illusion of fully diluted market cap and liquidated market cap as well. So that is the totally great thing for all of the token holders for now and for in the future as well. Actually, now what we are seeing is that winter market, and we are still holding the 5x price from the IDO. That is very rare case. So yeah, I'm proud of it. But even that, we still feel in this market situation, we feel this token price is not really ideal. We believe this platform and the total value of this project is not something not like this, Actually, burning tokens during the bear market is actually really meaningful because token price is such a low. And if we use our certain amount of the revenue to burn the token, actually we can burn even more tokens if the token price is low. So I think this is very meaningful to execute the burning things in this kind of market situations. And fortunately, even in this winter time for the NFTs or tokens, our NFT marketing and NFT creation is really strong. And, like we're so happy and truly appreciate that so many people participate in the land sale or XANA Genesis sale and even its secondary sale. Yeah, we are constantly generating the great amount of the revenue. Actually, we are already in the profit as a platform. If we compare to other platforms that barely have a revenue, we are already in the profit. So that is ideal status for this kind of like a venture project and a very young platform. It's almost like a miracle. A lot of at least like few years, like the Metaverse project, the few years they cannot create the revenues. So, compared to those companies, like we are in a really good status. So that is why we're going to keep continuing to burning the tokens to, encourage the XETA token price rising. According to the staking reward, we already start distributing the staking reward for the past cycle. And now I think the XANA Land and XANA Genesis is already mintable. If you don't know how, please check our community and the guidelines, because we are having an exact manual how to mint those rewards from this staking. And don't remember where exactly is that instructions. I think I'm gonna talk to the team, and if you're not familiar with it, then we're gonna do the tweet again and to like spot where and how exactly those rewards can be minted. So the things which is not on chain yet, we cannot distribute now because we are waiting for the XANA chain to be mainnet to start distributing this kind of assets, which is like XANA wearable and the in-app currency. Those are the assets in the owned XANA chain mainnet. So as soon as XANA chain go mainnet, then we're gonna start distributing these rewards. So please don't worry. You can always check your already obtained rewards in your staking history and the reward history. XANA Genesis and XANA Land is on the Ethereum at now. So you can already start minting it. Yes, so that is about the staking reward and staking reward distribution. Next topic is upcoming NFT launch schedule. Okay, so this is very important. Before that, let me talk about our upcoming growth campaign because this is important. We're gonna start next growth campaign most likely around within a week, almost a week later. Maybe we're expecting to start in somewhere middle or even the end of next week. That will be the starting day of next growth campaign. And it's going to continue, I think, around a week. So that is the next big event for XANA. And we have a tons of new news, updates, and collaborations for this time as well. So yeah, I cannot wait to start announcing this thing. It's gonna be super interesting. Yes, so that is the next growth campaign. Mainly, we have I got some sneak peeks. We have a new product announcement, and of course, we have a new news related to the mainnet. And some of you guys maybe remember we made a partnership with the Fuji TV, and we announced it last month. They acquired the land and bring some kind of TV show, right? And we're gonna announce that. So I think there is already winning answers in our campaign that we gather your expectations, your guess for the TV show. What kind of TV show will come to the XANA? I see the correct answer from some of you guys, so you will win the XETA token. That will be announced in the next growth campaign. And what else we have? We have another update for the upcoming NFT series, maybe 1 or 2, yeah. And we're gonna have another announcement of upcoming games, 1 or 2, yes. And of course, we're gonna announce another collaboration. I think that's pretty much it. Yes. So those will be the news which is coming in the next growth campaign. Let's prepare well and let's create the big buzz again next time. Okay, so that is the growth campaign. According to that, upcoming NFT launch schedule. As we already announcing, the demo NFT launch is coming this month. We're planning somewhere in the middle of this month, and next week, definitely we're gonna announce the final date of the minting date. We're gonna announce the whitelist winners as well, all of the details. And I think we're gonna collaborate on 3 platforms. One is the Launchpad, and 2 is the exchanges, which you guys know. We're gonna announce this partnership, and then we're gonna announce the exact date of the demo launch next week. So that is the first one. And the second one, which is coming, is of course the Astroboy new collection, together with another local government that we're gonna collaborate with. So that's gonna be introduced in the next growth campaign. So that is the second. And the third will be Crypto Ninja NFT dual cards, which is coming in somewhere in the middle or the end of the December. Okay? I think that's gonna be it for this year. Beginning of the next year, for example, maybe January or February, we have our very first almost free mint project. And it seems like a 10K generative, and that most likely become a penguin generative, which is similar to what Alpha Pass look like now. You have a penguin character, right? And we are creating the generative version of it, and we are turning that into a 10K generative collection. And we're gonna let users to mint it almost free, which is like a 0.0001 Ethereum. So it's almost like nothing, right? This has a two purpose. One is for the appreciation for our great DAO members who have been contributed in the community for a long time and in creating the many content. And another part is, to appreciate all of our NFT holders. So we're gonna announce exact rule of how to distribute our whitelist in near future. And that is the first purpose. And the second purpose is to expand our community, so that another half will be for our partner project, which is gonna be the Crypto Ninja DAO. They have a lot of NFT series, which is CNP, CNPJ, many other projects. So they have almost the largest NFT community currently in Japan. And we are, I think, by the way, most Metaverse community in Japan, I think. But they are the largest for the NFT side. And there's a lot of NFT enthusiasts are in there. So that is why we have decided to, collaborate to have a co-NFT drop for this opportunity. So yeah, that is the second purpose, to expand our community to a larger scale. They are our best partner for that. Together, we are working on closely for these whitelist rules and the release launch date and the whole marketing plan and so on. So I think that's gonna be also announced very soon. So let's look forward for it. That is the upcoming NFT schedule. And very importantly, since as soon as XANA chain go mainnet, then we're gonna start operating all of the NFT games on XANA chain. So upcoming NFT dual cards will be on XANA chain. So those NFTs will be our XANA chain network and will be tradable first in Zenaria mainly. And if another exchange or other platform accept the XANA chain, then that's gonna be perfect. But mainly, we have our own platforms, and people start spending a XETA token as a gas token for the NFT transactions, then that's gonna create another great demand for the XETA token. So we want to encourage it. So that is why we are start deploying those game assets on the XANA chain. Of course, the expensive assets and the generative assets, which requires a lot of liquidity and a lot of users, then of course that's gonna be still going to the OpenSea. So that's no worry. And we are more likely focusing on the game asset, XETA builder asset, avatar asset to be on XANA chain and trade it on Zenaria. So that is our basic strategy. So please keep it in mind. So that was the NFT update. NFT duel. I think it is almost the end of season 2 of NFT Duel Test League. Has been started October 24th. So I think this week will be the end of the season 2. And congratulations. I already see top leaderboards and you guys are super awesome. And you guys will own these new tokens. Another type of the rare NFTs of the ULTRAMAN, which called Prism cards. We announced what kind of rewards will be given for the NFT duel per games. It's gonna be total of $1,400 worth worth of the token and this Prism cards, which we don't know like how much it's gonna worth in the marketplace if someone sell it. So yeah, that is very robust rewards. So if we are not joining yet, then you will have a chance to join from this season 3. And let me explain about the NFT Duel season 3. We are planning to have a season 3. I cannot say exact date, but maybe a week or 2 weeks later, we're gonna test our first abilities of the cards. That is a very big update for NFT Duel, because now it is more like a simple duels, like giving the damage, taking the damage, and reducing the defense, and also we have elements, rules, and so on. That is already kind of fun, but this ability implementation will bring this game to the next level. It's super fun and it's very deep. So as it's super deep, we're having super hard time to develop each abilities, but we finally did it. So now we are on the final test phase. Our testers and the internal team is constantly testing it. As soon as this test is done, then we're gonna give this ability to the cards to start the duel. Let's see how fast we can finish. Maybe not within the next week. That is kind of too early. But next week, I think there is a possibility to start. That is going to be a big, good opportunity because this is our very first challenge and this is very complex. So we hope we will first make sure it works well. And we want to test out those abilities in our test league before we go into the main game. That is the purpose of the League 3. And after that, we are thinking Season 4 will be a final test league before going to the mainnet. I think Season 4 will be happening in XANA chain. Or maybe we're gonna directly go to the mainnet and start having the duel. But maybe it is safer to have another test league before we go into the mainnet. So it's still on XANA chain, but still we can do it as a test league. So major difference is you do not have to own the actual NFT yet if it's a test league. And there is a still reward for the winners, even though you're not spending any token. And according to that, you do not have to stake or spend any kind of token to join the test league. So that is the meaning of and the pros in the test league. When the actual league starts, you should own and stake some amount of the tokens to join the league, and you are consuming and tokens, and you are earning the tokens as well. And you are also earning the NFTs or the tokens in the end of the leagues. So that is a major difference. So of course, the reward amount will be so much bigger than now, because now the reward is just like a test reward. So like that's not super that big, but once the actual league starts, the amount of the reward will depend on the actual revenue of our NFT duel. 50% of the entire revenue going to the treasury pool, then that will be turning into the rewards. So if NFT duels card sales more and more users joining and then more token has been spent or more NFT purchased, then the rewards keep becoming more and more and more. So that's how it works. That's going to be totally another level. And there's definitely a lot of opportunities to have a good amount of the token earning. So that's what's gonna happen when it goes to the mainnet. So that is all about NFT Duel this time and the update. This is very important as we are constantly having a discussion with the Apple team, but still it seems need a lot of times. It is not happening like 1 week or 2 weeks. We realize that. So that is kind of deep issue. We have to bring this to the another level to discuss with the Apple. So before that, we don't want to let you guys wait anymore. So we figure out the best way for it. And we're gonna do the test flight launch for the iOS users, just like other Axie Infinities or other projects do. And on the iOS, we will start providing the test build for all of the users. Anyone, no matter what kind of NFT you have or don't have, it doesn't matter. Everyone can apply our test flight and they can download the iOS application. So that's the way we figure out. and that's gonna work 100% sure. We're gonna prepare some kind of form for everyone who wants to play XANA Metaverse in the iOS device. Then we're gonna issue the code for you to download the XANA application from the test flight, which is the system for the testers in the technical industry. But your user can of course test, right? That's how we're gonna distribute the application from now on. I think we are almost ready for the form. So I think most likely in the Monday, we're gonna start distributing this form and start gathering your requirement. Most likely once a week, we're gonna put that list into live, and we're gonna start giving the permissions for those users to download the XANA app through our test flight. So that's how everyone can start downloading. Please just wait another week and you will start enjoying. And that is the way. Android, of course, you can download anytime. No problem. Actually, we are working on another update of the XANA Metaverse app, and this is almost ready. We're trying our best to let you download the latest new version of XANA Metaverse app next week for both iOS and Android user. There's several great updates in that app. I cannot say it now because I don't have a list of the update, but yes, many part has been updated really greatly. Yeah, let's see in the next week. Within 1 week, you will have it. That is the update for the iOS and the XANA Metaverse application. So this is the one last topic. This is about XANA Genesis. Okay? XANA Genesis, we are start gathering your request for next update of XANA Genesis. XANA Genesis already have a next update plan for the animation plugin and the voice plugin. That is for sure. And that is already happening. Except that we can have another functions for the AI from your request. For example, now we already developed the Japanese functions according to the request of the Japanese users, and they are loving it and they are super enjoying it. So I'm so happy with that. After that, we can improve the AI system itself. So now we are slowly start gathering your ideas about the, how you want to improve the AI function of the XANA Genesis and some kind of additional function that you want XANA Genesis to have. For example, I'll give you some kind of example. Here's a requirement of some users. They want to learn the language and they want XANA Genesis to become your language teacher. We haven't figured out how, but some kind of example is you can, of course, directly start talking to her. And if you don't understand something, then she can explain it in your native language, and that kind of things. Maybe if we go further, then we can start preparing some kind of English curriculum for the international users to how to learn the English. Because XANA Genesis native language is, of course, English. Their Japanese is really good though. So maybe we can do the opposite. Maybe for the English people to start learning Japanese language via XANA Genesis. Maybe there should be a demand too. That is one idea. And another idea is data mining function. So that is, if you give us some kind of topic to XANA Genesis, and she can gather the informations over the internet according to your requirement, then she's gonna feed you the outcomes. For example, if you say, I want to have a top 3 crypto important news every day, and then XANA Genesis every morning, she's gonna send you okay, here is today's news. Okay, this project is releasing the new token, this exchanges got hacked, this project is going really good, and this and that. So that kind of news can be gathered by XANA Genesis and delivered to you. That can be very interesting, right? I love this function. According to your request, she can gather any kind of the topics. That is the second thing. And third one is a content creation. This is also very interesting. For example, you want XANA Genesis to draw the AI art. That is very doable because now recently graphic generation of the AI is very trendy and code base available. Many other project is getting success. So I think this is pretty doable. And another type of the content creation can be text. And this is already getting done by some smart DAO members because some of the DAO members I saw in the Twitter is asking XANA Genesis to create the original story. That's very interesting, right? And I was looking at the tweet. That's super interesting. She's so smart. One pattern is she just totally do the freestyle improvisation, create some kind of random story and keep telling to the owners, and owners keep saying, yeah, I want to hear more. What's next?
who is her? What's next? And Xana Genesis is keep feeding the new stories and new episodes and so on. That's super interesting way to use that. That's very first, the time of co-creation between human and AI. That's super interesting. And I saw another user in the Twitter. He talked to Genesis that, okay, Genesis, let's co-create the story together one by one. So I will speak something first and you're going to speak something next. And after that, I'm going to speak something and you're going to create the story after that. Like, so continuously like a chained story. And I was looking at that, super interesting, super excited. I was kind of surprised that like how accurate the Xana Genesis is to follow what the actual humans say, then expand according to that theme. She expands the story. That's so shocking because no one in our development side ever been tested this kind of function because we didn't think about that, such a creative way. We were just so surprised and felt like a huge possibility for that. Oh my God, like super exciting. So like if you're interested into, then just please try some way. Some Xana Genesis is super smart and some Xana Genesis is very selfish. So some of them like don't follow your order, but some of them very smart. So you can start testing your own Genesis, how smart she is. But if you're success, you can see super interesting reactions and super interesting co-creation. That's so interesting. So personally, co-creation by the Xana Genesis is getting done. And if we have more requirement, then we can more specify which direction or which part in this creation process we can improve more. That is the content creation part. And the another idea is to become a guidance for the project and product. I think that is not hard at all. Like we're gonna just, keep updating the latest information to Xana Genesis. And every time you ask, she can give you the proper answers. So now currently what's happening is people is asking questions in our Telegram or Discord, right? But if the Xana Genesis can answer all those questions, then that's even better. Yeah, like that one we can definitely implement. So let's see how much demand exists and we can implement this function. There's so much ideas coming from the users. This is actually my idea. I was kind of thinking to have a Xana Genesis own Twitter account. And this is not like a, BAYC official Twitter account. Not like that. I'm talking about individual girl have own Twitter account to start posting some according to the owner's requirement. So that's super interesting, right? Almost never heard of individual NFT has accounts and doing their own thing because it is possible because we do not need to manipulate. We have an AI and she can do anything. Her conversations or her outcome is already in such a level, then we can probably let her do the freestyle or even some kind of specific theme by the owners. Let's imagine like there will be some kind of, the control panel and behind the scene, maybe somewhere in our Xana Genesis web app now, and we can put some kind of selection called the allow her to do the tweet. And you can select once a day or twice a day. You can actually input the topic, tweet something about crypto every day, once in a day, or tweet something about music every day, or give the daily recipe of the Chinese food every day, like that. So I think she can do it, right? So that is kind of very interesting. Another great part is that has a lot of more visibility for the market. So now actually the owners are promoting their own Xana Genesis usually, right? The owner will screenshot it and post like today's conversation with Xana Genesis or today's story from the Xana Genesis. The owner is posting it, and that is okay. That is fantastic. But what if Genesis itself can do the post? And that is even more interesting, right? And together with the owner, it can be a double tweet. So that's super interesting. Our final purpose, the reason why we keep evolving this AI function is that we want to improve this AI up to the level of that can create own revenue stream to providing some kind of service to the people. So if that can be realized, then I think the owners can start earning money via his own Genesis. That is the future that we want to realize. So I don't know how to call it, AI to earn or something. But that's super interesting, right? Train to earn or whatever. So that is the final goal. So we want to keep following the Xana Genesis and adding the new functions according to the owner's demand. That is important because what owners want is what the market want. There is a huge better possibility for the ordinary people to want to try that function. And once that can be some kind of freemium model, if the general user can try out this Xana Genesis like 5 minutes a day, and if it's more than 5 minutes, then you need to pay X amount of Zeta token, etc. And we can split the revenues. Then that is like you don't have to do anything. You just train and she's gonna keep generating revenue for you. So that is the best future that I can think of via Xana Genesis. Let's improve that together by our development team and the DAO members' creativity and to make this future happen. That's all about the Xana Genesis update. So I'm gonna close this session today. So overall, today I update for Xana Builder, staking cycle 4, and staking reward distribution, and our next upcoming growth campaign, and upcoming NFT launch schedule, NFT duel league, what's gonna happen in the next league. Next league, you guys have ability, and next league, you're gonna have an on-chain experience. That's it. And about the XANA Metaverse app, you can start applying the test flight from tomorrow, and actually can download the XANA updated application somewhere around the next week. Our new free mint project, which is coming next January or February, together with Ninja DAO, we are now improving the Xana Genesis abilities. Okay, that was a lot of topics, almost 10 topics, but I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next week. Okay, have a great weekend, everyone, and have a good night. Thank you.